What's up, the John Squad? This is John Pillini here, your YouTube World Heresy Champion, here on YouTube, and I'm coming to my WWE Monday Night Raw review for May 11, 2020. So, let's do this, shall we, the John Squad? I hope you're having such a wonderful Tuesday today. So, how about we get things going here, shall we, the John Squad? What a WWE Monday Night Raw we had last night. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, we started things off on WWE Monday Night Raw. Becky Lynch walking down in the ring with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Right? So then, Becky Lynch talks on the microphone and says that she has to walk away for a while. So then, after she announces that, Asuka comes out and says that that's my briefcase, and that's my briefcase. And then Becky Lynch says, that's right, that is your briefcase. So Becky Lynch says that you're not competing at Money in the Bank for that. You're competing for the Raw Women's Championship. So Becky Lynch had to relinquish the Raw Women's Championship because Becky Lynch is pregnant. That's right. And guess who the father is? It is Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is going to be the father with Becky Lynch. So congratulations to Seth Rollins. So Asuka was shocked and stunned. So Asuka is the new Raw Women's Champion. So that's how things kicked off on WWE Monday Night Raw. Congratulations to Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. And that is good for Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Seth Rollins is actually going to be a father. And Becky Lynch is going to be a first ever mother. So that's good. So then, the first match you had on Monday Night Raw was a no DQ match or something like that. Maybe a no DQ match, or I don't really know. It was Bobby Lashley versus Humberto Carrillo, and the winner was Bobby Lashley. Then the second match you had on Raw was Angel Garza versus Akira Tozawa, and the winner was Angel Garza. Then after the match is over, Drew McIntyre comes on out and delivers a Claymore kick onto Austin Theory. He eats a Claymore kick onto Austin Theory and then onto Angel Garza. And then we have ourselves an impromptu match with the third match we had on Raw was Drew McIntyre versus Andrade, champion versus champion match. And the winner was Drew McIntyre. Which, spoiler alert, I knew Andrade wasn't even going to win this match. So then, after the match is over, Drew McIntyre cuts a promo on the mic and talks about about how they're talks about Money in the Bank pay-per-view and talks about Seth Rollins, about his fight against Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank, and talks about the brand invitation that they're going to be having next week on Monday Night Raw, how next week that it's going to be Drew McIntyre versus King Corbin from SmackDown. So then the next match on Raw was... Oh yeah, hold on. Before I get into the next match, we had a moment of bliss with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, and they talk about Becky Lynch becoming a mother, and the Iconics come out and ruin it, and they make fun of Nikki Cross, and so that they want to shot the Women's Tag Team Championship. So then we have ourselves a match. So then the next match on Raw was the Iconics versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, and the winners were the Iconics. Iconics, that's right. So then the fifth match on Raw was Cedric Alexander and Ricochet and R-Truth, our little Ricky, was R-Truth kept going by in the ring, versus Brandon Vink, Shane Thorne, and MVP, and the winner was Cedric Alexander, Ricochet, and R-Truth. What's up? That's right. After the match is over, Lashley comes out and spears R-Truth, and MVP beats up on R-Truth. So then another match on Raw was Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black versus Seth Rollins and Murphy. And during this match, Seth Rollins just kept staring into blank space and wasn't even helping out Murphy at all. He was not helping out Murphy, right? He was not helping out Murphy, and he just kept staring into space during the tag team match. Murphy was all by himself. Seth Rollins' hair was all messed up. So then Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black pick up the win by DQ because Seth Rollins poked Rey Mysterio into the eyes. So the referee rang for the bell. The next thing you know is that Seth Rollins goes all berserk everywhere. Punches Rey Mysterio, takes out Aleister Black, throws him over the barricade. Then next thing you know is that Rey Mysterio is bleeding because Seth Rollins is shoving Rey Mysterio into the steel steps with his eye. So that's what happens there to end this segment with Seth Rollins walk up the rampway doing this. And I hope Seth Rollins gets another shot at the WWE Championship. That's all I'm just hoping for. So then we had a pretty funny segment. If you agree with me, Coach Jim, I thought that this was a hilarious part of the night, you know. So if you agree with me with this on Coach Jim, I agree. So then we had the Street Profits versus the Viking Raiders in a basketball game we had was the Viking Raiders were just so terrible at it, and the Street Profits and the it was 24-0 at the end of the first period. Then it was 37-0 at the end of the second. Then it was 53-0 at the end of the third. Then it was 74-2 at the end of the period, and the winner was the Street Profits, right? So then, what happens next is that that the Viking Raiders thought that they won. They were like saying, we won," and the Street Profits says, look at the score, and it was 74-2, and that's what happens there. So then the post match game, what happens there is that the Viking Raiders say that we let you guys win, and the Street Profits are like, no, you did not let us win. So then the funny part was like that we did not let us win. So then the funny part was that the Viking Raiders show how good they are at basketball, so they kept making their baskets in, kept making it in, kept making it in, kept making it in, and the Sheep House I couldn't believe it. So that's why they're all bummed. So this is just a pretty feud between the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders. Please like if you agree on this video. So then another match we had on Monday Night Raw was Shayna Baszler versus Natalya, and the winner was Shayna Baszler. So then the final part we had Monday Night Raw was Edge and Randy Orton and Charlie Caruso introduces Edge, and Edge talks about WrestleMania and that he came back and talks about that he is not here, that he is not here to retire, that he's not back here to retire and yet, and that he's not hunting out Orton. So Randy Orton comes out and talks to Edge and tells him one word, and it says, "Congratulations, the better man won." So, but he comes back to the ring, Orton, and tells him it's true that the better man won, but the better wrestler didn't win. That's what he tells him, and talks to Edge about the Royal Rumble that he hid behind 29 other superstars, and says that he's going to end him in defeat, and that's what he talks about. So then Orton proposes a match for at Backlash, that they want to have a real wrestling match between Edge versus Randy Orton, and Charlie Caruso asks Edge, "Do you accept this match?" And Edge had no answer at all whatsoever, so Edge does not give an answer at all. So we have no answer at all for this one at all. Edge does not give an answer, and we don't even know if this match is going to happen yet, but I think it will happen at Backlash next month. So I think it's going to happen between Edge versus Randy Orton again. So that's what's going to happen. That's how WWE Monday Night Raw ends, with Edge not giving an answer and Orton making a challenge. So once again, the John Squad, please like this video, leave your comments down below, and subscribe for more. And you mean a lot to me, the John Squad. I love each and every single one of y'all. Stay healthy, be kind, help one another, and I love you guys. Peace out, the John Squad. Happy Tuesday.